I'm James Bertolino, and I am going to read a selection of poems from several of my books, beginning with my poem, Credo. We believe in the one message like a fever chill in each mushroom. Inside the chanterelle, the morel, the rose coral, and shaggy mane. We believe plankton travel the sea's veins. We believe the movement of a lake trout takes on the sanctity of number as the osprey dives. We believe the towhee. We believe alpine snow water, when it teases the crags and outcrops like clear, giggling crystal, is memorizing sunlight to help the oysters grow. We believe in synchronicity. We believe when a poem is conceived, the beloved knows. We believe Jupiter touches us with luck as we live and live again, and that Jesus knew. We believe sod holds. We believe there are in each of us particles that once were stars, that matter is thought, and that this belief is the way of breathing in the new age. Snail Buddha. One spring weekend, like some Buddha, I will sink into the underbrush beneath the Douglas fir and cedar behind my cabin, and there an earthly vision will rise to my brain, where its throbbing will be cooled by the slugs and snails who'll cover me. Their webby liquid trails will dry over my eyes, and light will come as through crystals. Everything moistens with love. Somewhere the proposition that heals with the caress of loon feather, that pulls a mountain range through the wing bone of a wren to let it blossom. Look for the endless forms of the one thing, sunflower as cougar's eye, glacier, underwater spider with its bubble of air, slow river of snail, spiral nebula, the way everything moistens with love, hastens with fire. Listen to the shrill piping of silica inside the high Douglas fir. Hear everywhere the electrons' bright chirp and the deep hum of the earth calling you home. A wedding toast. May your love be firm, and may your dream of life together be a river between two shores, by day bathed in sunlight, and by night illuminated from within. May the heron carry news of you to the heavens, and the salmon bring the sea's blue grace. May your twin thoughts spiral upward like leafy vines, like fiddle strings in the wind, and be as noble as the Douglas fir. May you never find yourselves back to back without love pulling you around into each other's arms. Toast for an insect lover. May yellow fuzz beetles rub your knees, caterpillars comb your hair, and mosquitoes stay eager yet distant while dancing to the music of your veins. May every lover you've ever touched return while you sleep to be a graceful water strider skimming the surface of your dreams. Like a planet. To survive, Our minds must taste redwood and agate, octopi, bat, and in the bat's mouth, insect. It's hard to think like a planet. We've got to try. The Path of Water, which begins with a quote from Ursula Le Guin, "Nothing can make water better." Water builds, water waits, water grows heavy with its own wounding. Earth is the planet of water. We are water. We are the history of water in this star system. We sip molecules that brought oxygen to the tissues of blind fish. Our breaths remember ice. Sweat remembers clouds sliced by pterodactyls on leathery wings. Water rises and sinks. Water that traveled by comet for thousands of years finds news of the universe in the urine of Tibetan priests. Water teaches. Water is the path that takes us in. We swim the mind of water. Blueprint. This morning the ice came. Everything fresh and new. But don't be fooled. Water is old. When it's just cold enough, ice will enclose everything. Pebbles, twigs, ripe fruit, and all we've built in a brilliant casing. This is the way water memorizes what is temporary and in danger. Water carries the blueprint for what has been made, what is missing. At this moment, in the profound depths of the Pacific, water is remembering a perfect model of Hiroshima in April of 1944. It is glowing with the pink of plum blossoms. Wisdom, with a quote from Jack Gilbert. I wake up like a stray dog belonging to no one. Some days I don't want wisdom, don't want art, just need to have someone near to hear my silences, my large and little noise. Never asked to be alone. I'd take something as shallow as affection, someone to ask me anything, someone to love me, a chance to answer. I mean, give me a chance to give. A poet I was, wrote that when a love dies, you carry a heavy rock until you can't anymore, and then mark where you set it down. This is called carrying the stone. What a poet does is carry his mark. I've said we draw nectar from the fractures, but I know that's a lie. All love is one love, is another. I don't want all love, I want hers. But I'd take anything as deep as her hands dipped in my shallows. If someone touches, you are not alone. Take wisdom. I need something near. Someone. Her breath. She is where the song sits down and weeps for joy, where the red-winged blackbird calls for what comes after. She is the river, splashing the moon onto darkened stones, the broken yoke that beckons the sun to its yellow nest. Her breathing stitches what time has torn. Having stone. There's a story that the samurai would test a new sword by slicing a criminal's body in half. One doomed man was said to have quipped, "Wish I had swallowed a stone for my breakfast." Having stone at the heart is expecting the sword, is wanting that brief satisfaction in blunting an edge. Distracted. Today, something fell inside me. I heard it crash. For a moment, I've been distracted by the intimacy between autumn and sunset and let go. I don't know now what I'll do because there's an ambush happening and I've got to save what I can of who I am. The blouses, just the late afternoon light dimly stroking the park. No man of affection would be satisfied with so hesitant an approach. Then briefly, the clouds open their white blouses, and the grass, the flowering bushes say, "Yes, yes, that's better. That's what we've needed all day." And then I will finish with my poem, The Toast. May you always have art to charm your days, a sensible hearth, and friends as dependable as gravity. May the wind and creatures be as music to your evenings alone, and may your dreams leave you renewed. May you have an Appaloosa to ride the outline of blue hills, and nothing that sickens, and no black sticks. Thank you.